Dear law college students, advocates, court officers and faculties, good morning everyone. Today I would like to inform you that the topic we are going to discuss is trial. So what is trial? Trial is an advocate conducting a case in open court. So last time in episode 2 we dealt with conducting this calling hours by the court. So what is calling hours? How it should be followed? We discussed. So now today we are talking about the trial. How the case commences in the open court. That is very important for every advocate who is going to become a practicing advocate. Okay, you must be ready with the bundle and witness in your hand, because the first stage of conducting trial is examining PW1. What is PW1? The plaintiff side witness in civil case, as well as in the criminal case, the prosecution witness they call. So now, first of all, we are going to discuss about the civil case. So it is the plaintiff witness. Okay. First of all, the judge will take up the bundle and see the advocate who is appearing for the client in that case. You have to say to the court, yeah, ready. Yes, ready, Your Honor. The PW1 is present. So the PW1, the witness, will be standing outside the court. So on hearing you, that judge will ask the bench clerk, call PW1. Then the bench clerk will call the PW1 by name. Mariamma, like that. Lalita, Sudhaben, like that, he will call. So on the calling, the PW1 already who have been instructed by the advocate will come in. Then judge or the advocate asks him or her to enter into the box that is called witness box. Because in civil court there won't be any accused box, only witness box is there. So the PW1, the first witness of the plaintiff side, will enter the witness box and she will be examined by the advocate who is appearing for her or him. That is called chief examination. Previously, in those days, they were orally examined. That is the chief examination was done orally by the advocate who is appearing. But nowadays, there is a change that the court asked to file proof affidavit, because the witness PW1 is going to give evidence on the basis of the plaintiff, and also not more than that. So naturally the averments averred in the plaint will be reproduced in the manner as nutshell and small paragraph like 2 lines, 3 lines, so that enabling the other side advocate to cross-examine the PW1. So the cross-examination by the other side advocate will come after the closing the PW1's witness. Okay. Now PW1 is ready. So what is nowadays they are doing? One proof affidavit in the name of the plaintiff, Lalita, Sudhaben, whatever it is. So in the name, a proof affidavit of Sudhaben, in bracket, chief examination. Why should we write down chief examination? Because we are filing before the court lot of affidavits. What the affidavit is for what? That everyone should understand, especially the court officers, including judges, must understand what is the affidavit for. So if you write down the name of the person, plaintiff's name, PW1, so proof affidavit of PW1, name and in bracket chief examination, or you put comma and say chief examination, so that in future everyone on seeing the deposition, it is called deposition, what he is going to narrate about the case is called after that deposition. So deposition by the PW1, okay, because he is the deponent before the honorable court. So chief examination. Then you file chief examination by way of proof affidavit, and in which you should have mentioned some documents upon which you are relying upon. So because once a person filed a case before a court, he is relying upon some documents. For example, it is a civil nature and it relates to the property. Then he would have bought the property from someone for valuable consideration. Here the valuable consideration is the money, okay. For valuable considerations he would have bought. So the sale deed will be produced before this honorable court and request, the PW1 request to mark the document on his or her behalf, okay. Until unless the document is marked by the court, it cannot be discussed in judgment, and it is not then we will say that inadmissible evidence. So once the evidence produced by a witness becomes admissible in the court, then it is being marked. How it is marked? The P1, document P1. P1 means plaintiff's document. P1 is plaintiff documents, whereas D1 is defendant's document, the other party, okay. So chief examination we filed before this honorable court in the form of proof affidavit, saying that this is the proof affidavit of one Mrs. Sudha Ben, comma, chief examination, okay. Then box, the witness will be in the box. The advocate asks, so you are the plaintiff in the case? He says, yes. You filed this case before this honorable court against one Mr. Sundar, for example. So he will say yes. You are marking these documents, number 1 to PW1 to PW11 before this honorable court. Yes. So you are producing this document and you sworn in this document on oath. He will say yes. Then produce the document before the court. Then judge will receive the document from the plaintiff PW, the witness PW1. Okay. This is the procedure of chief examination. So after the chief examination is completed, we could say that we finished our chief examination, not more than that. Then the other side advocate have to cross-examine the witness. Mostly the lie detecting is by way of cross-examination. We have to establish the case through cross-examination, whether the case is true, whether the evidence given by the PW1 is true. So the cross-examination by the other side advocate is very important. Sometime you must be other side advocate. So you have to cross-examine very carefully so that the case is not established. So in order to disprove the case, you have to advance your questions to the witness PW1 in order to disprove the case, okay, so that the case will be dismissed. So cross-examination is not in the written form. Cross-examination is in the oral form. So very interestingly, you could have seen in the cinemas cross-examining the witness. We could have seen in lot of cinemas, theatre. An advocate will cross-examine very interestingly the PW1 or some other witness. Yeah, it is true. Even in the court, if an advocate is very skilled, then the cross examination will be very, very superb to the audience of the court and other advocates who are watching the proceedings. So this much level in this episode, it's okay for us to complete. So next time we will see about the cross examination in detail. Okay. Thank you. Subscribe and share, like, so that others will be benefited to see the program, and also the bell icon. You click the bell icon and select all, so that by all episodes you will be getting. Thank you.